Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long was 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long Boys Bros 1975.
Hey YouTube, Numbers Post 1975, and welcome to another. I hate to say it, system overview. No, not really. Handheld overview, possibly even less than a system. Another gaming product overview, I should say. I've done these before, but basically, one of my mates in the real non-digital world, yes, I do have them, came across this in their travels. I don't know if it was the cash converters or cash generators. It does look like it's still factory sealed. He came across a Pocket Player My Arcade Bubble unit. I love the packaging on these things. Anyone who watches my channel will know where are they? I have a penchant for these things. I really do like them. I always think that the packaging is just brilliant. I am a fan of someone who takes time with packaging. But now, the exception of that, because it's got a somewhat pixelated look, all the My Arcade handheld units pretty much use the exact same moulding, and obviously they I said do these as well. I'm a fan of their products. I think for the price, because I believe these are about 18, maybe no more than 20 quid. I think for the price they put a lot of effort into them. But before anyone says it, yes, I have to get this out of the way. If you own a PSP, you know, if you own a myriad of Chinese knockoff systems, there is absolutely no reason to buy one of these whatsoever. It only comes with 3 games, and while I believe they are hackable, I don't think I've ever seen anyone actually hack them. But yeah, there are better alternatives if you are a serious retro game player, to which I say, possibly this device is not actually aimed at yourself. I am a serious die-hard retro gamer, and I have a ton of systems, but I also have a soft spot for these. The people these are aimed at, I guess, are possibly those who are new to retro gaming. It's a stocking filler, isn't it? It's a nice little Christmas gift. Or those who have a very strong penchant for the arcade machines that are featured on these units because of the way they come, you know, with specific decoration, which we'll get a bit more into when I open it. Personalization, I should say, of the actual unit itself towards the arcade machines it features. That's who it's made for, a very young child. That, you know, those of us who can emulate and do emulate on other handhelds, not really for us, are they? Although I like them. I especially like them when people give them to me for free. So, anyway, I do like this one. This one has more snappy design than some of the other ones. I like the fact that it comes with a hang tab. So it's Bubble, and it features Rainbow Islands and Bubble 2. I don't know until I fire this up, but I'm pretty sure this is going to feature NES ROMs, which, you know, well, to be fair, they could have gone a different route, couldn't they, and put Master System ROMs on here if they wanted to, but not for Bubble 2, which I didn't even know was a thing. I thought that was Rainbow Islands. And what's the third one? Parasol Stars? Anyway, I digress. Larry Bundy put it on a video ages ago, which is, why don't they just use the arcade ROMs while they're still using the NES ROMs? But who knows? So I do like that. You can see the unit itself, and you have a nice little picture there of Bob and or Bob, I forget which one is which. And then on the back of the unit it says large full color screen, and it shows you the unit, and it has a lanyard, yellow, green button, or green D-pad, silver buttons. I do like that. Got a nice little Bob and Bob on the side, and you got Bubble on the side there, just in case you forgot why you were actually playing. It's silver, and all your guff and information there. It does say on the back that it takes 4 AA's, which I think is a bit much for this, but then having set up the screens on these are really rather nice. I am going to show me playing it, try and capture some of the screen itself, which probably won't do it justice, but if you've seen these videos, you know what I mean. So I've got some AA batteries. I was just hoping, I don't think this has a screw on the back, but I do like the fact that you can open it up and see the the unit with a screen protector on there. I don't know why I'm talking rubbish. And you can see that you've got a little Bob and or Bob on there, and it shows you the 3 games: Bubble Bobble, Bubble Bobble 2, and Rainbow Islands, and a little bit of information for each of the games. Obviously, you know what Bubble Bobble is. One of Tato's more famous and best known screen-by-screen clearing puzzle platformers. Is that how I would use it? Where you play Bob and or Bob, and you have to clear the screen by trapping enemies in balloons, then popping the balloons, killing the enemy, and collecting sweets, candy, fruit, stuff like that. Make no doubt about it, it may be cutesy, but it's got quite a high body count, and then there are boss characters to fight as well. Again, I'm assuming this is a cross between Bubble Bobble and Rainbow Islands in appearance, but we will play it, but I didn't know it was a thing. That might just be, is it a sequel? Is it a NES sequel? I don't know why I keep going like this. I apologise. And then obviously Rainbow Islands, where it's not screen by screen, you essentially scroll upwards to escape the water, hence the fact that it's an island, and you shoot rainbows. Again, make no mistake, it may be super fun and cutesy, but the death count is, or toll, is massive. So, 3 fun games, 4 double A's, and is it got sticker tapped? Yes. I should prepare really, shouldn't I, and get these off beforehand, and also try not to shag the box up. I hate these things. I tore a massive fucking, gravity's not its friend. Yeah, I store boxes in this room. I'm running out of room in my games room, but yeah, I tore a massive chunk out of my Xbox Series S box, and it really pisses me off, because it's like, if you're not buying these in a store from retail, there is no need or reason to put these things on it. So this is new, whether it was a cash converter's find or not. Right, insert jump cut, Char. You know, how long have I been doing these videos and yet I still forget to do something about these plastic tabs? I have slit them. I will peel them off later, because I do like to take care of these boxes, because they are very nice display pieces. So let's have a look at the inside. They're always really well packaged as well. They come with more of a brochure than instructions, I would say. And then they come with instructions. Walked into that one. Basically, it shows you the functionality of the units and how you put the batteries in. It doesn't really give you much on how to play the games, if any. In fact, it doesn't. And then it's rinse, so it's like 2 pages, then it's rinse and repeat for every single other bloody language in the world. So essentially, as instructions go, they're a complete and utter waste of time. These, however, I do like. My Arcade Pocket Player. So you've got Pac-Man, which I own. Miss Pac-Man. I do not own Gallagher. I do not own Dig Dug. I want, because I love Dig Dug. Bobble Bobble. And, I can't even read what that one is. But, yeah, I do like these things. And also, My Arcade have a mini arcade deluxe version of Street Fighter coming out, I believe. I've seen a few videos on Tinterwebs, previews, and some reviewed it when they shouldn't have, because it shouldn't be for sale as yet, I believe, but I will be picking up one of those. Now, so it's a tray. I do like these. They put, you know, effort into their packaging. A lot of other companies, particularly for the price, could do well to learn from these things, but it's very light, but we will put the batteries in to fix that issue. But it's just a nice little unit. Like I said, if you want to emulate stuff, then it's obsolete as a unit goes. If you're a fan of the arcade game, it's just a nice little present to give to someone. And obviously I didn't pay for this. Stickers on the back to show you that it's got Bubble 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 too. Say that really, really fast 10 times. Nothing happens. You just probably won't be able to say it really fast 10 times. And Rainbow Islands. These bits here are where the batteries go. They are so satisfying. It's like cracking your knuckles big time. They are textured as well, and these units are really, really comfortable, as I've mentioned in previous videos. You've got a screen protector here that you can keep in one piece, because they will stick back on. If you're, you know, anal like me and like to keep everything I say will stick back on, that obviously involves you being able to get it off. No, no! It's ripped. Oh, he's saved. Oh, satisfying, like peeling off a band-aid. It ripped. I don't know if you can see that. I'm still going to keep it, because that's how I rock and roll. put that in upside down. So then you can see the unit itself. You saw what it looked like when I showed you through the actual box, but it's a really, really nice unit. The D-pads on these things as well, obviously they're not going to be like a control pad quality on a unit or a system or a proper console, you know, but for what they are pretty nice and they are pretty responsive. So Bobble, Bob, either, and my arcade, just, oh, so nice, just in case you forgot what you were doing. No screw on the back, that works for me. Why is everything being a bar steward to get open today? There we go. So like I said, 4 double A's, a bit overkill. It's not double A's, it's triple A's. Fortunately, best laid plans. Not in this room, in t'other room. Excuse me, this is going extremely well. Insert second jump cut. Yeah. That was a shocking rookie mistake on my part. Triple A's, why did I think it was double A's? I don't know, it shows you how much attention I pay when I do these things, but I've always got a bunch of triple A's in the house because I've got so many remote controls and things like that. I've also got double A's because I've got so many bloody consoles and control pads and things like that. Right, so the good thing about these as well, though, it does give it I like weight. I don't want it to be so bad that I can curl with it, but I do like weight, and this does provide it with weight, so, oh, satisfying. They are so satisfying. I've just put fingerprints all over it like a bar steward. Yeah, these battery packs are so satisfying. Where is on? So you've got on. Now, I've never worked out what this is. It's a micro USB or mini USB, forget which one is which, and you've got a volume rocker, and then you've got start and select and A and B and your D-pad and a headphone jack on the bottom. But what is the point of this? Can you put, you know, rechargeable double A's in it and then charge it with that? That seems to me to be somewhat risky to put on there in case someone accidentally plugs it in thinking it does something else when you've got regular batteries into it, which, if it is a charger, putting charge into regular batteries is just asking for shit, isn't it? Let's clear the screen up a bit on that. So I will try and capture some footage, but let's turn it on. My arcade, apologies for the glare. Pocket player. So we go straight into a Bubble Part 2 and Rainbow Islands. Let's give it some volume. There's no music on the select screen, which is a bit poor really. It's not a deal breaker. I say that, but then I didn't pay anything for this, so nothing's really a deal breaker. So start is the first one, select is the other one. One of those will obviously, nope, it's, one is reset. So you actually use, why have you got start and select if I use the buttons? I'm pretty sure this gets me every time, so there you go. Filming it like this, I cannot, you know, tell you how good the screen is, or do justice to how good the screen is, I should say. But yeah, and then immediately start, volume rocker. Pretty sure that's the NES version. Shame. But then the NES version, I don't think, should I say this out loud? I don't think there is a bad version of this on the 8-bits. Spectrum is a particular highlight of mine. Right, anyway, so first button is reset, takes us back to the title screen, and then you can select your next game. Again, Bubble 2. Press A. Now I can't read that, but should I read that? And then it will probably explain what it is to me. I've got a funny feeling that I do know of this game then, actually. We'll press start. Yeah, it's a NES game. I must have seen it, maybe not necessarily played it, but I am aware of it. So there we go. I retract that, saying I didn't know there was a Bubble 2. Clearly I did, but I buried it in the sands of time. That is my brain. Right. There we go. Start. It's, yeah, there's a nagging memory of this now. So it's exactly the same essentially. It's just got, I would say it's more like Parasol Stars. It doesn't play like that, but it's just got more of a colour akin to Rainbow Islands. And less enclosed environments. Whether they stay less enclosed depends on how far you progress, because while I can remember that this is a thing, I've not really ever played it. So, and then first button is reset, and then you go to Rainbow Islands. I did a comparison of Rainbow Islands on the NES to the Master System. There are two versions on the NES. One is by Ocean and one is by Taito themselves. The Ocean one is better, and that is the one that you should go for. I actually have a comparison of Taito versus Ocean's version of that. It's got nothing to do with this video. But I personally think the Master System version is better. Of which this is not. But I thought I'd tell you anyway. So yeah, this isn't doing it justice to how nice the screen is, but I'm going to try and capture some, as I always do with these videos, to have a little bit of gameplay, which means I will be playing it flat like that. So excuses, don't expect the best gameplay. So let's have a look, reset, of how well I can try and play this flat on the floor, and hopefully you get a better idea of what the screen looks like. Boring random fact, a little tidbit of information there. I actually stick picture fasteners onto the back of the unit, so when I stick it on the floor, it minimises how much it moves. Just thought you should know that. Right, so I've powered it on. Hopefully this will capture alright, because the problem here is, particularly with Bobble, that so much of the screen is black. So I'm guessing there might be some glare issues, so I apologise. But right, so, hey, Bobble. And so clearly it is the NES version of Bobble. But as I said, that's not necessarily a bad thing. There are no bad 8-bit ports of Bobble. Your mileage may differ, but I say that anyway. So let's get into it. Now, the D-pad and the functionality of the buttons and like this and how they react, it's absolutely bang on and fine. It's just, start. Obviously I'm playing this leaning around a tripod. That's my excuse and I'll stick to it. Skip to the end. Oh, that music's iconic. Food. Well, that was a totally long way to go, wasn't it? Let's get it. Oh, that plays havoc with my OCD. Yoink. So yeah, it plays fantastically. I mean, we know it plays well because it's a, it's a NES game, but like I said, the controls on these little units, they're great. I forgot he was still alive and trapped in that bubble. I mean, if you want to see a comparison of this and Rainbow Islands against their Master System counterparts, then like I said, check out my channel. But this obviously isn't really a video about that. I was a bit lucky, wasn't it? Oh no! Cake! I want cake! Oh fucking hell, I forget. Is it when they're pink? They're like in pissed off mode or something? Must be all that cake they're carrying around. Oh, well there you go. Right, let's, shies and balls. Reset. Let's have a look at Bobble 2. Come on. There we go. See, this comes flooding back. I do remember this. I may not have done a video on this, but I've definitely played it. I mean, if you want me to do a gameplay on it, let me know, but from what I recall, we're about to find out, I don't think it has the charm of the original. Right, let's go. That's not how I capture it. They really did go with white on a light blue background for text. Death! Straight out of the blocks. Oh, double death. I can't see, I'm going to lean the other way. That was shocking. Right, I'm going into the middle of the screen. See, obviously there's a little bit more than just putting a background in, like Rainbow Islands and stuff like that. Obviously it doesn't scroll, I am aware of that. But yeah, I stand by it. I don't know, I don't think it has the charm of the original. And also, Bobble 2, doesn't that make that technically Bobble 4? Because it's Bobble, Rainbow Islands, Parasol Stars. I know, I'm splitting hairs. Jump. I wonder what the reviews were for this. If you know, let me know. I could look it up, but I can't be bothered. I mean, I guess it's more of the same, isn't it, really? It may not have the charm of the original, but if you like Bobble Bobble, you're going to like this. Or maybe you're not. I don't know. Come down here. How do I get in? Can I jump on my bubbles? Yes! Well, there we go. I take everything back. There is a different enough play mechanic. Or could I jump in my bubbles in the first game? I don't know. I thought there was someone... I don't know. Again, I'm wrapped around a corner. What are these? They're enemies, but they don't move. Shit, apparently they don't have to when I'm playing this poorly. Because we all like a bit of cake, don't we? Yeah, we all like a bit of cake. Points to the quote. Let's do nothing, Dave. Oh yeah, it's got that war effect. So there are different play mechanics. Forgot about that. I'm guessing this came out after. I should have just checked the bloody date, shouldn't I? It came out after Parasol Stars, and if it's got that war mechanic, or was that an original? I don't know. Why am I doing a gameplay video? I'm here to fucking review the unit. Right, well there you go, you get the impression. Get the screen is stunning. Forget how I'm capturing it. Honestly, the screen is something else in person. Not when you're watching it on another screen. Right. Now this is the Tato version and not the Ocean version. Which did Ocean make? Because they thought they could just do a better version, I think. I'm not sure. Skip to the end. When you get that right, there is something very satisfying about it. But I will struggle at it. It's like, the more I concentrate while trying to do it, the shitter I become at it. And then I end up just using the rainbow as a death machine and platforming, which is not really how you should play it, although I guess just to clear a screen means there is no right or wrong way to play it. But yeah, the Ocean version is better. I've got a gameplay of the Tato version versus the Ocean version if you're interested. But they're not miles apart. Ocean version's better. If you've only ever played the Tato version, you're not missing out a massive amount, I should say. Because it's, even a bad port of an amazing game usually comes out alright. Actually, bad ports, saying Tato ports are bad, that's a bit harsh. Yoink. Right. Oh shit, that was on me. And then you get double rainbows, and then you're properly living the dream. You're a double rainbow family. Run! I got double rainbows. Look at that. You're a proper death machine when you're a double rainbow. Hard bastard. Awkward pause. Food! What your average calorie intake is during a gameplay of this? As him, not obviously me. Anyway, there you go. Hopefully that came out well enough for you to see that it plays absolutely bang on. But then you know that already if you've ever played one of these little handhelds. And yeah, the screen is absolutely phenomenal. I'm just hoping that, because of all the black in the first game, that it's captured well enough for you to see that. Anyway, let's round up. And there you have it, the My Arcade Pocket Player Bobble Bobble units. Is it worth, buying one of these? Now, as I said earlier on, if you own one of these, if you're a massive retro game player, or you own any of the Chinese knockoff handhelds and things like that, because obviously they're getting consistently better, and you've loaded it with ROMs, it's not really for you. It's a present. It's a stocking filler. It's a gift to an individual who has a particularly strong attachment or love to the arcade games featured on here, or in this case NES games. So either one of those. If you like Bobble, if you like, Rainbow Islands as an arcade machine, or you have a massive amount of nostalgia to them from the NES, then this is just a nice little sort of pick up and play tribute to them, because that's essentially what it is. It's a tribute act. I do like it. I do like the design on these things. I think the D-pad, ignore my gameplay just then, is absolutely fantastic for the price of the unit. Is 20 quid a bit much? If you look at the price of some of the retro knockoff Chinese things like there, possibly, but ultimately, like the little design features like this and the colouring being different on each and every one of these things, clearly My Arcade have made this to be somewhat of a collection piece for people to go out and get them all, and kind of to display them, because the other thing about these is the packaging is absolutely superb and in itself is made for a design perspective. So yeah, would I recommend it? Basically, I love these things. I mean, I didn't pay for this, it was a gift, but that aside, I had paid for these before, and while you can argue they're all the same, yeah. Do you like Bobble? Arcade or NES? Do you like to collect things? Do you like to display things on your shelves? I mean, lots of us, who retro game also have that side of the hobby kind of ingrained into us. We like to display things and stuff like that. So I personally recommend these things. I like them. There are far worse things to spend your money on, and can you hack them? I've never seen it, but I know that you could hack the actual arcade units. These ones. So if anyone knows that you can, by all means let me know. But as factory fresh out of the box and stuff like that, yeah, it is what it is. Ultimately it's a collector's device and a homage or a tribute to machines from a long time ago that certain individuals still to this day carry charm around for. And isn't that ultimately what any collection is kind of about? So yeah, personally I do recommend these and I like them. Your mileage may vary, but as always, I'd love to know what you and side note, honestly, the screen on these things, ignore my gameplay bits aside, the screen on these things, as is the responsiveness from all the buttons and stuff like that, it is fantastic. They are very well made little devices. So yeah, I'd love to know what you think, especially if you have this unit or you have any of these units, because I have a soft spot for them. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.